I can't remember the last time my wife touched me because she wanted to. Not because it was expected, not because she felt it was her obligation, but because she actually wanted to. And honestly, I think she feels the same way about me. We've been married for almost 10 years now. We have kids, we have routines, we have a system that keeps the house running. But along the way, we stopped being lovers and became roommates who occasionally get intimate because married people are supposed to, right? It usually happens late at night, after the kids are asleep and we're in bed together, after we've both scrolled our phones in silence for an hour. One of us will make a move, and it's not because we're burning with desire, but because it's been a while and we both know it. It's maintenance, like changing the oil in a car you rarely drive. And here's the thing that kills me. I can feel her going through the motions. She's there, but she's not really there. Her body is present, but her mind is somewhere else, probably at her job, thinking about what she needs to do tomorrow. And I'm doing the same thing, thinking of how I would perform because I'm supposed to want this, because men are supposed to always want this, right? Because of the way we are wired. Otherwise, it would mean I'm getting it from someone else when she's out there, busting herself for this family. But the truth is, I stopped wanting it a long time ago. Not because I don't find her attractive, but because intimacy without connection feels worse than no intimacy at all. I've asked myself, when did it come to this? When did we go from not being able to keep our hands off each other to scheduling it like a dental appointment? I remember the early days, back when we were dating, every touch meant something. Every kiss was intentional. Then we couldn't wait to be alone together. But now, when we're alone, we can't wait to either get it over with or have something, maybe the kids, interrupt us so we can go back to our separate sides of the bed. The worst part isn't even the lack of physical connection. It's the emotional distance that comes with it. Because when intimacy dies, everything else starts to feel transactional too. We rarely talk, and when we do, it's about the kids, what needs to be done around the house. It's always one task, one chore, one responsibility or another, and we don't talk about us. We don't talk about how we're feeling, about what we need, about things and places we said we'll explore together. And I know she's exhausted. She works all day, comes home, and manages everything I can't seem to handle. By bedtime, she's got no emotions left, and I've got no strength to do the do. And I get these are stages, you know? I really do. But it doesn't make it hurt less when the only time she comes to me feels like she's checking something off a list. Sometimes I wonder if she even notices that I've stopped initiating intimacy, that I've stopped trying because of, I'm tired, can we do this tomorrow, please? And tomorrow never comes. She might not know that rejection, even the soft, gentle kind, gets exhausting after a while. So I stopped asking, and she stopped offering. Now we're just two people living parallel lives under the same roof, occasionally colliding in the dark because we think we're supposed to. My father never talked about this part of marriage. He never sat me down and told me that sometimes love isn't enough, that sometimes you can be committed to someone and still feel completely alone. But I saw it. I saw the way he and my mother moved around each other like strangers. I saw the distance in their eyes, the way they stopped laughing together, the way their touches, if they happened at all, were brief and mechanical. I used to think, when I get married, it won't be like that. When I have a wife, we'll stay connected. We'll keep the fire alive. But here I am, 33 years old, living the exact same story. The same emotional drought, the same quiet suffering. My father died at 63, and I wonder if he spent 30 years feeling like this, invisible to the person who was supposed to see him most. I got married because I wanted to break the cycle. I wanted a partnership, not just a arrangement. But when you're broke, when you're struggling, when you can't provide the way you're supposed to, intimacy becomes another thing you failed at, another way you're not enough. I feel invisible. Not just physically, but emotionally. Like I could disappear tomorrow, and the only thing that would change is who does the laundry. And I know she probably feels the same way about me. That I see her as the woman who pays the bills, not the woman I fell in love with. And maybe that's what happens when survival mode becomes your default setting. You stop seeing each other as people and start seeing each other as functions. I don't even know if we can fix this. I don't know if we want to fix this, or if we're both just too tired to try. Because fixing it would mean being vulnerable, and vulnerability requires energy we don't have. It would mean admitting that we've let something beautiful turn into something hollow. And that's a conversation neither of us seems ready to have. So we keep going through the motions. We keep pretending that scheduled intimacy is better than no intimacy. We keep believing that if we just hold on long enough, something will change. But deep down, I think we both know. This is what happens when intimacy dies. You don't fight. You don't scream. You just fade. Together, but completely alone. If you're going through this, if you're lying next to someone who feels a million miles away, if intimacy in your marriage has become something you do out of obligation rather than desire, you're not alone. You're not broken. And you're not the only one wondering how it got this way. I don't have answers. I don't know how to fix it. I just know that pretending it's fine when it's not, that's slowly killing both of us. And maybe the first step isn't fixing it. Maybe the first step is just admitting it's broken. I'm dad alone. And so are you. Still here. See you next week.